inside the Link Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada.
That was the funniest intro ever.
Hi, I'm not Bear with Bear Independent. I am still Jenny from the block, as you may be able to tell from the background music. And we are at SHOT Show 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is great for business development. It's great for seeing people that you haven't seen in a hot minute and hanging out and fellowshipping. And it's full of horrors and sin, so that's also true. So.
And $20 coffees.
$5.
$29 is what it cost me the other morning for 2 large coffees and 20 munchkins that I brought up there.
$5.26. $5.
Dude, I must have got charged wrong or something. So we're gonna do a little bit of Q&A. We've got a little bit of time right now before we have to get on to something else because like this place never sleeps and we have meetings still this evening. So
sound is good.
So if you have a question, put it in all caps and the admins will tell me, Dud will call it out or Bob will call it out, and we're just here to hang for a little bit, fellowship for a little bit, answer your questions about pretty much anything that this channel's about. If you're an asshole, we will boot you ASAP. There's been a lot of bear sightings here, like way more than I thought there was gonna be, because it still hasn't registered to me that like 181,000 people is not a small channel.
Yeah.
I still feel like a small channel.
No, it's but you're intimate with the Bear Nation, dude.
Yeah.
Like you guys understand each other. Like you guys hang out.
Dude, we bumped into Adam and Emily, the Crazy Goat people, twice last night.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Are you impressed with the Smith & Wesson 5.7?
No. Nope. No, I'm not.
Hey, Bob, what are you drinking?
Coffee.
From our seat sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts, the Las Vegas, right over your right shoulder, Bear.
I don't even think they're Dunkin' Donuts anymore. I think they're just Dunkin'
It's just
now.
Dunkin'.
Just Dunkin'.
It's Dunkin', dude.
Any pistol brace news?
No news, although I've seen 0 pistol braces on the SHOT Show floor.
Yeah, I've asked a few companies about it, and they said that they saw a lot of people pull them from the floor before the show started, and a few companies were just displaying pistols without braces on them, which is interesting. You don't want to see that from the industry right now. We have seen ATF agents.
Yep.
A lot of ATF agents.
Have you seen the HoloSun Thermal and any night vision? Does it seem functional?
So I haven't seen those things. A big challenge for me here is I'm here from a business development standpoint, not as an influencer. And also, I don't get terribly excited about firearms. I think most of y'all know that. Like, I think they are very valuable. They're absolutely your God-given, constitutionally protected right for you to be able to have firearms, use firearms, whatever, carry them wherever the hell you want. I'm all over that. But from a gear standpoint, I'm not here on this trip looking for gear to review for my YouTube channel, because that's not really what I do anymore. I'm here networking on behalf of Refuge Medical, and so there have been things that I've wanted to go see, but I haven't seen because we have been non-stop busy.
Non-stop.
From about 7 a.m. till who the hell knows when at night, non-stop busy.
Putting it in miles. It's allegedly the floor of SHOT Show, if you go down each and every aisle, is 13 miles.
Yep.
And you're just constantly moving from one side of the exhibit to the other side. But it's awesome to meet with the people we've been meeting with, and we're really excited to have some big stuff coming for all of the channels.
Yep.
For all of 23, for all the organizations. It's really cool. We're excited for you guys to see it because it's gonna be badass.
From one of the booths we went to, do you like what PSA is doing, or do you think they're moving too fast?
So PSA, probably the most interesting thing that I saw that PSA did was they made the bastard child of the SIG P320 and the Glock 19. So it's got like a unified trigger pack assembly, which is your registered serial number. It's the firearm, just like on the SIG, and it'll drop into a number of different pistol grip frames, aluminum frames, Glock 19-ish size frames that you can then bolt other pieces onto to make it a Glock 17 size frame, and you can adjust all the different slides and blah blah blah, and make a, you know, from a compact to a full size pistol, long barrel, short grip, short barrel, long grip, everything in between, whatever you're into. That's an interesting concept. It's a chunky little bastard. It weighed more than I thought it was going to because of the aluminum frame. They also have a G43X, Glock 43X knockoff that it looked decent, but at the end of the day, it's another polymer frame striker fired 9mm pistol, and I did not have a great experience with the daggers when they were first rolled out. So I'm not going to go out and buy 1 or 3 of those for testing, especially with YouTube's new restrictions on firearms and firearms content.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not buying guns to review, that's for sure. But it looked interesting. But for me, if I'm going to bet my life on a gun, I'm going to go to the Glock booth and get a gun that costs twice as much, that's boring as shit and hasn't been updated in 30 years because it works.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get one of those,
Yep,
rather than a new one that's, you know, $300 from PSA that has all these cool bells and whistles that, in my experience, doesn't necessarily work out of box. And that's not to take anything away from PSA. I like their products a lot. I have a lot of their products, and there's good people over there doing good work. But I'm gonna let other people buy the first gen stuff, waste their money on that, so that PSA can problem solve, identify issues, then come out with Gen 2, and then I might get one. But at the end of the day, I don't think anything that you bet your life on should be a budget item, period. So
That's from tourniquets and everything.
everything. So that being said, like, PSA has a lot of cool things. They got an STG 44 reproduction that they're doing.
they're making ammo.
Yeah, AAC ammo. It's cool. And I know, like, we're at SHOT Show. I should probably be way more excited about firearms. I'm not overly excited about it because 98% of what's here is just a different company doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we made a suppressor just like everybody else's suppressor. We have billet aluminum AR-15s like everybody else. We made a polymer frame striker fired 9mm pistol like everybody else. We have shotguns, we have bolt guns, we have, like everybody else. And so, again, I'm here to network on behalf of Refuge. Like, let's get life-saving kits into the hands of people who are blowing all of their money and all of their bandwidth on firearms. So,
To people that are asking, no, we didn't have a booth. We're just on foot, shaking hands and meeting people.
I promise you they can hear you, Dudley. My eardrum is blown out right now.
You are speaking extremely clearly.
Awesome.
You're doing great, bro.
There was someone asking about, did you hear what's going on in California with them banning pre-2010 trucks? And now even 2010 trucks won't be able to drive into California, even if they're registered in other states.
Really? Is that real? Is that actually happening?
I don't know why people live there.
Yep. The reason why we have death and all that exhaust stuff is because it's California compliant.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's stupid. No, I haven't heard that. I've been pretty off the radar.
Let's see. Tomahawk M468. Whoa. Anyway, Las Vegas can collectively come to Christ and still find a way to bring income without gambling, girls, and other shenanigans.
Yes.
No. Is there a way? Yeah, well, there's the way, but I lean towards Sodom and Gomorrah. No, I don't.
So
One at a time, maybe, but not collectively.
I'm with you on that, but I also think there's a chance. I think that, is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? No. No, it's not probable. but it's possible. All things are possible through Christ. Like if they could collectively repent and come to know Messiah and come out of their ways and act righteously, I think they could turn things around. But I don't think they will. But who am I to judge?
But even then, like Sodom and Gomorrah was smoked because there weren't 10 righteous men there.
Yep.
I know that there's 10 righteous men here.
Yep.
Like, so, even like just at SHOT Show, not even Vegas total, I know at SHOT Show, we've run into a bunch of brothers here. So,
Yeah, that was a major surprise when we came down the steps and saw some brothers with Zeet Seats with their firearm company. What do they
Chapman.
make? Was it Chapman?
Yep.
Chapman Industries.
Yes. We got to check out their 1911s.
That's a biblical 1911 made out of acacia wood and bronze. And there's a bunch of different accents inside of it. It's a really interesting product.
Somebody asked, what stogie is that?
Diesel, Rage, Box Press.
Speaking of the usual questions people ask you, they always ask you what you're smoking and what you're drinking. Well, Bob's drinking coffee. What was that peanut butter beer that you had earlier?
Belching Beaver Butt Peanut Butter Stout. It's so good that I already had KL order 2 cases of it, and it'll be on my porch when I get home. Yeah, it was phenomenal. I only had 2 beers though because we got to go like talk shop with people after this, and it's not really great business to be pissy drunk when you're like, hey man, you should like totally like sound young, and right?
Yeah, NWA Prepper's in the chat. He's also out here for SHOT Show.
Yeah, good brother.
NWA, come to where we are right now.
No, he's not that close.
Dr. Trevor Wilkins, Bear in Vegas. Who would have thought?
Yeah, here I am. I'll tell you what, like, we're already planning next year's trip, as difficult as that is to say.
It's kind of cool.
Jonathan Miz asked, did you go to World of Concrete?
Yes, we'll touch on that in a minute. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, it's kind of like an audit of Babylon to see how bad it is.
Yeah.
So, like, it's pretty rough. But it's going to get rougher.
There are still good people, though.
Yeah.
Like, there are still good people here.
Yeah.
And I guess that's, like, the big challenge is to remember that.
Yep.
Yes.
People everywhere.
Went to World of Concrete. It took me 90 minutes to get from the registration booth to the back of the bronze level, aka the outside area. That show is huge. Their signage sucks. It's terrible. Their maps suck. But there are a lot of good vendors there. Went and visited a brother there. His company has a booth over by the world's fastest mason trowel, whatever. And so that was cool. Get to hang out with some of our people. Talk to Steel, chainsaw company. Talk to Caterpillar. Talk to Peterbilt. Talk to a handful of other people over there. It was good. But I think I probably did 12 to 15 miles yesterday. So yeah. Smoked.
This one is for Bob. Sean Skelton asks, affiliate sales? I'm loving the company creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's affiliate sales.
Yeah. Email sales@refugemedical.com.
Yeah, 100%. Folk can help you out. If you want to get involved and be a part of the mission, and you think you can help get first aid kits in people's hands, yeah, for sure.
Do you market med kits to contractors like Concrete Crews, for example?
Yeah.
We market med kits to everyone.
If you have blood inside your body right now and are currently breathing, we have a kit for you.
Boy, oh boy, do we have news for you. We have a way to keep it in there.
That's what we do.
And that would be the Ox kit.
Yeah, the OSHA compliant kit, the basic and the advanced. Is this Rod Stewart?
It's Vegas, baby.
Come on, Rod, I'm trying to talk over here. But yeah, we have all that at refugemedical.com. By the way, right now, promo code SHOT23, you get 10% off at refugemedical.com or at refugetraining.com. So if you've been on the fence about a training class that works at Refuge Training as well, you get free shipping in the continental United States from refugemedical.com, and you get entered into a chance to win a Stomp Bag 2.0. So just use that one code, SHOT23. It works at Refuge Medical and Refuge Training.
James Reborn said snowstorm in Michigan today.
They can hear you. You're breaking my eardrum.
Saw an old couple crash head on into a tree off the highway. Called 911. Ran over with my Bearfac and other bits. Had appraised the father. I didn't need it.
Awesome.
They walked away.
Awesome. Praise Yah. That's awesome. Good job being there and reacting, responding. Well done. That's awesome.
Haley said, I love the all ladies refuge live show this week.
They did a great job.
Yeah.
That's another thing that, like, we're different than a lot of companies with that. We have a lot of ladies that work for us, work with us, that are part of the team. And a lot of them are like our spouses. And it's super cool.
And they're like our sisters, and it's cool that they're getting to step up and make more content, get to share their side and their perspective, because it's just as valuable too.
Yep.
It's good.
Smoke and Swamp Outdoors, bear question or bug out Bob, what first aid kit do y'all suggest for a bug out bag? Well, shouldn't he use the questionnaire that's on the website?
You should use the questionnaire that's on the website.
You could do that for sure.
We're here.
For a bug out bag, you could either molly a Bearfac 3.0 to the side of it, because that's going to carry, cover everything from, Band-Aids to bullet holes. What I would do rather than doing that, unless you're just like a one bag system, grab and go kind of thing, is layer up your line gear. And line 1, line 2, line 3. Line 1 typically being your belt line, like your war belt or your EDC or your whatever. Line 2 being whatever you're wearing on your chest, like a chest rig or plate carrier. And I don't recommend a plate carrier for bugging out. That shit's stupid. And then line 3, your rucksack or your bug out bag. And I like med on my line 2, if not my line 1. But if you're like on your chest rig or your war belt or your whatever, or a slick kit or a pocket on your pants, right? You got everything you need.
Right here, every day.
Right there, slick kit in his back pocket.
There it is.
But if you're just looking for like a one-stop shop, molly it to a bag or throw it in a bag, call it good. I'd go with the Bearfac 3.0, or potentially the Bear Minimum 2.0 as well.
So that's what I was gonna say. I'm all about weight. And so I run a Bear Min on the side of my bug out bag. It's actually just a 72-hour bag. Like I carry it most times with me anyways. And that seems to be the most successful. The 2.0 is really good too.
Yeah.
Like, it's a freaking good kit. Good price.
The Bear Min 2.0 is a combination of the Boo Boo kit and the Bear Minimum smashed together.
Yep.
So you've got like literally everything from like I need Band-Aids up to I'm dealing with bullet holes in the Bear Minimum. So what else we got? Anything interesting?
People are commenting, just as you are, that I am coming in 5x5 plus.
Yeah. I told you. I'm gonna put an earbud in this ear so I don't go deaf.
Trying to find some more questions.
Yeah, put your questions in the chat, all caps. It'll make it easier to see them. Remember to observe the golden rule. Be nice to each other in the chat. Don't be an asshole. The people in the chat above you and below you, that's your brother and your sister, so be nice to them.
Vulnerable Bellator, what knife do you carry, full tang or folder?
Spyderco Resilience. That's my current EDC. If you're talking about a context other than EDC, it all depends. It all depends on what I'm wearing. I've got an SE4 on my war belt. I've got a Rat 5 in one of my systems from Ontario Knife Company. I've got a Condor knife and tool Pterosaur on my chest rig. I've got an SE6 on another one of my like H-harness setups. I've got the Bear knife on my my 511 Rush 100 rucksack. So I'm just a good fixed blade knife, whatever. And SE makes great knives. Ontario Knife Company makes great knives. There are others. Dudley's a SOG whore, so he's going to say SOG.
I like Kershaw.
Kershaw. There's a lot of. It's almost personal preference at that point. Some are better than others for sure, but
It's just like guns. I I mean,
Yeah.
there's a crap ton of really good knives, and then there's really personalized custom knives and all that stuff. And you can get really deep. Like, dudes get really deep in the knife game.
Oh yeah. For the price, I don't think you can go wrong with Ontario Knife Company, except that their sheaths aren't great. They're not bad. They're just not great. In fact, the only thing I said to Ontario Knife Company while we were here was, I love your products, fix your effing sheaths. I will pay twice what you charge for a knife if it comes with a good sheath.
And he knew exactly what you were going to say.
Yep.
Loomf is in the chat. Tactically Tora's in the chat. Cracker Turn Tora is in the chat.
Holy crap. Shalom, fam.
I love that.
Here's a good question. Edward Millie, are y'all still moving Condor bags with Max, or are we on to the American manufacturer?
We are moving through a very small amount of inventory left, and then we're done with the Condor bags. And we have all of the supply chain set up now for the new American-made bags, which are badass. We carried that. T's rucked with one this whole time. Like, he's actually been rucking through SHOT Show, which is kind of impressive. And at the end of it, I'm like, dude, you don't have to do this. Like, you don't have to be the hero. And he's like, no, we got to make sure this bag works. And I'm like, all right, I love that. And I'm like, they're really, really good, and they're comfortable.
Yep. I've had the new Stomp 2.0 bag on my back for 30 hours over the last 3 days, just using it, making sure that I know from looking at it, it's good shit, but I want to like I want to use it and know that it's going to work, and it does. It's an excellent product.
Yeah.
So all that's coming.
Another brother in the chat, Shillbearer Faith.
Shalom, brother.
As how is Waft?
Waft?
Yes.
Oh, bro, we have so much to talk about. You're going to love Tactical Disneyland. That's all I got to say.
That's awesome.
And great conversation, a lot of ideological alignment between us and them. And just suffice it to say, we have an open invite to come train at Tactical Disneyland whenever the hell we want to. And when I say we have an invite to come train, what I mean is they are 100% open to partnering with us to use their facility to train the Bear Nation at Tactical Disneyland. And it's a 20-acre facility with like restaurants, bars, gas stations, parking garage, a home where it's all force on force. And then they also do live fire with such names as Jerry Michalek, Lena Michalek, a bunch of other professional who we hung out with. Yeah, they are phenomenal human beings.
Dude,
They're great
Jerry's
people.
based.
They're great. That whole family, Jerry, Kay, Lena, Justin, they're all great people.
You're going into what Dragon Shield has. Any connections made there so far that make that feel yacht inspired?
All of them feel yacht inspired. There's been one connection where Bob and I both looked at each other like, nope. Other than that, like.
There was one time it was burn that contact, but everything else, like, and it's happened really organically, in line, waiting for something, bump into someone, have a conversation while I'm getting coffee or somebody's getting coffee, like, and and also we just took a lot of time and worked on the connections beforehand so we could sit down with everybody in one place. Which I think is really helpful for not just Refuge, not just Bear Independent, but also Grindstone and also Caleb House. Because we're also here to talk to people about that and make connections for that to continue to build and restore.
Well, and to that point, that's why I haven't seen everything there is to see at SHOT Show. We came into this with a battle plan. What do we want? What do we need?
Yeah.
And we're gonna do what we need first before we do what we want. And
dude, there's a 5-minute training simulation that I've wanted to do since I've been here. Display closes at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it because I still have to go talk to manufacturers.
Yeah, we're here to business. This is not a vacation for us. It's not a hangout. Although there has been some of that with some really good people. This is business. This cost a shit ton of money to come out here. Like well over. I don't have the final numbers yet, but it was well over $15,000 before this thing's all over. It might be closer to $20,000. So to be as a small company to be able to come out here and do that, and again, No debt. We didn't put this on the credit card. We didn't borrow money from people to do this. We took money out of the bank account to invest to be able to create opportunities that we can capitalize on for 23. So we're more about building meaningful relationships with the people that we wanted to talk to than we are about wandering around and hoping something good is going to happen.
Bear Engine, Shalom, Speedboat Guy, you know it, Sog Knives all day. Lee Berman, did you scope your non-competition trauma and IFAC purveyors?
Yep. Still unimpressed. And you know what? This is America. They can do whatever the hell they want. This is America. They can do whatever the hell they want. And that's fine. We're going to continue to do what we do and make the best kits on planet Earth. And continue to educate people, continue to teach people, train people, continue to save lives. And ultimately what I want is for that industry, the tactical medical industry, to be as strong and robust and as well informed and capable as possible. And that I've seen some indicators of some of our air quote competition moving more in that direction. To that, I've seen a fair number, I wouldn't say an overwhelming number, but a fair number of people here focusing on American manufacturing.
Yep.
And that makes me very warm and fuzzy.
Conversation is active.
Yep.
Modern Day Minuteman, this is the year to get into tactical video making? Question mark.
Yep. You talk about videography, I'd do it. It's just growing. Hey, we got some friends at ARFCOM. Need a recommendation?
Yeah. If you can shoot and do good videography, you can be valuable in this industry. You just have to find a brand that needs you at that time and is willing to pay for your work.
Yep.
Matt Liperato.
Matt Liperazzi.
Yeah, I used the code yesterday. Muki Nuku. I am 5 minutes up the street, brother, in town for business as well. Wishing you all much success.
Appreciate you, Muki Nuto. And thank you, Matt, for using the code. Oh, hold on. I want to speak to something, though. Some of y'all are trying to game the system and buy a $2 item with free shipping that cost me $8 to send to you over and over half a dozen times in a day to get more and more opportunities to win the stomp bag. I would respectfully ask that you not do that. You're costing me a significant amount of money to do that. Let's play fair, place an order, use the code, get an opportunity to win the stomp bag. Tomorrow, if you want to place another order for something that costs more than $2, sure, that's great. But like, guys, we're a small business. You're costing me $8 to ship you a rubber band so that you could maybe win a stomp bag. Please don't do that. Continue.
Carrie Stennett, any opinions on Predator generators from Harbor Freight?
I've seen them. They looked very Chinesium, but I didn't see them up close. I don't. See, that's the thing here, right? The best you're gonna get is a first impression here. Like, none of these guns have been fired. Like, none of them, right? And if they have, it was a few rounds on range day. Like, and it's that you can't make an informed decision here.
Any firearm.
Yep.
Really. And even with the range time that was on Monday, like, you still couldn't make a complete informed decision.
Yeah.
You need to run some serious rounds through a gun before you decide something on it.
Well, and that gets back to, like, I'm gonna let other people buy in on the ground level, and then let's let capitalism do what it does. If it sucks, there won't be a Gen 2. If there's something there, there'll be a Gen 2, and I'll buy the Gen 2.
Alexandria
Ocasio-Cortez?
No,
Oh.
Dean.
Oh.
Has it been worth the cost, worthy of the networking?
Well, that again remains to be seen, right? But if a tenth of the things that we've discussed happening here actually happen, it'll be worth the cost 100-fold.
Survival Savage, Shalom Bear.
Shalom.
My girlfriend is in labor. Praise Yah for my new son.
Praise Yah.
Love your videos and all you do. You're awesome. Stay badass. Gotta go. Peace.
Congratulations. May your son be healthy. May your girlfriend put a ring on it, bro. Be healthy as well. by the way, if you're having a baby with that woman, she ain't your girlfriend, you're biblically married. So,
Dark Knight
congratulations. Oh, you mean Batman on a budget? That guy's awesome.
Is there anything you want to implement for Refuge, having now seen it?
I got thoughts about what SHOT Show 2024 looks like for the company. As far as like product development, no. I haven't seen anything here that like blows me away as far as the concept. One thing that I might look a little bit more into, we might look a little bit more into, is better organization, like when it comes to the larger kits, like the Pelican, the Pelican kits, like the Crash, the Smash, the Ox kits, and Stomps and Max, by using like smaller bags, smaller boxes. But we were already working in that direction, and so. But the thing is, this is a gun show, right? It's the world's largest gun show. This is a tactical community. Right. A lot of that stuff, like medic bags and stuff, yeah, they're super cool looking, and the DoD buyers and the agency buyers are going to be interested in those. Most of y'all are not all. I'm not saying that some of y'all won't be, but most of y'all are not going to be, and it's a significant expense to produce a bag like that, like to the point where most people would bitch and moan at the $700, not ours, but somebody else's price tag to produce one of those bags without anything in it, just the bag, right? Because it's very intricate. That being said, it does increase capability under stress, so there's a validity to it, but the market for that is minimal. So, but the concept of having the best organization possible in your med kit, yeah, I'm all about that. Look at a Bearfac. It's prioritized per the March algorithm. That's intentional. So being able to continue to replicate that in our other kits, wasn't like an epiphany. It's just reinforced that concept.
And it goes back to like, do what you do and do it well, right? If somebody else is doing something really well, we don't need to do it.
Amen.
Right? And so we're doing what we do.
Yep.
We do that well. And so we're going to keep doing what we do. We don't need to, do what everyone else is doing.
We also had a lot of, we met with North American Rescue 3 times, TACMED a couple of times, Rescue Essentials, we went by there. Like they were all those people are vendors for us, and they're all good people. So went and hung out with them quite a bit. And just to see what products they've got coming, what direction they're headed, have the kind of behind the scenes chats about supply chains and availability and pricing. And I'll tell you guys, we're going into a recession and everybody knows it. That's like...
Yeah, that's something that's being talked about a lot here in the industry, is how to prepare for 23 and 24. So if they're all talking about it, we're all talking about it, you need to be talking about it too. Realistically, you really need to be talking about it. Inside of like financial management and inventory management courses at SHOT University, that's the discussionary point. So you should think about that.
Another thing that I found was very interesting, because there's a stratification of individuals here, right? You've got everything from like, I just hopped off my fan boat from the swamp in Louisiana to come out here, all the way up to check out my $30,000 suit, right? But amongst the suits, I've had a lot of conversations with people and overheard other conversations of the suits prepping, not their businesses, their households. I've heard a lot of talk about, I just bought land, we just put a garden in, we relocated, we're stacking stuff.
We have chicken.
Yeah, my closet's full of freeze-dried food. I've been hearing that a lot.
Believe.
Yeah, I mean, so again, there's another indicator of these huge multinational companies, brands that have been in firearms for 100 years, that you'd recognize their names. They're discussing amongst themselves, yeah, I think we need to be prepared, man.
The Iridium Group said, read the economy, the wheels are already off the bus.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude.
That's a good brother.
That's a good brother. We met up with your boy.
Yeah,
too,
Blue Line
he's
Syndicate
awesome.
Group. Yeah, he's awesome, man.
Eric Darby said, bless you, Baird. Eve Veller said, received your boo-boo fact yesterday. I am donating it to our community horse riding school.
Awesome.
Thank you for the top quality product. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. We hung out with the guys from Mira. great guys.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yep. So yeah, we've been everywhere, man. Run into the Adventure Frontier guys like 2-3 times. Run into ARFCOM like 3 times. And it's who said the thing about Refuge is a bunch of ballers?
That was TACMED.
TACMED? Yeah.
Because we come in hot.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We're us. We just kind of take over a place. So.
Tim Harper, W5TAH. I think that might be his ham radio handle. Bear, have you thought about getting a table for Refuge Medical at the Wanamancha Gun Show in Tulsa, the real largest gun show in the world?
Never heard about it until right now.
Yep.
So I hadn't thought about it, but I'm sure somebody will take a note about the Wanamaka Nakamaka Gun Show in Tulsa.
Tim, email admin@refugemedical.com.
Well, and another thing to understand about SHOT Show is you are not allowed to sell at SHOT Show. You cannot transact here.
Nope.
So this is, when I say this is the world's largest gun show, you can't buy anything here. Nothing is for sale.
Vendors can sell, but like us walking around, we're not allowed to sell. Now you can pay to sell, and at that point you can move your product, but we're not capable of selling on the floor right now.
So, but what I mean is like, Jim Smith can't walk in from off the street and buy a Barrett and walk out with it like a gun show anywhere else. That's not how this works.
Yeah, Jorge can buy 50 Barretts for his gun shop.
Right. So this is much more so a networking event than it is a transactional event. Think strategic, not tactical.
Texas T said, "Shalom, brothers."
Shalom, brother.
Wait, what was this one? Off topic, Shad777 received my Grindstone shirt the other day. Can't wait for warmer weather to let others see it while I'm out.
Thank
you
you
for your heart for Yah.
Thank you. Praise Yah, man.
Benjamin Ortega asked, how to financially prepare for 2023?
Get out of debt, get money into savings, don't buy shit you don't need. And I am including in that stacking a bunch of ammo for a gun you don't know how to shoot, buying more ammo, or buying more guns when you already have a gun you don't know how to shoot, trying to buy your way with gear into preparedness rather than going training and doing PT and working on your soul and working on your mind and working on your body. I would and plant food. If you live in an apartment, put buckets on the balcony and plant food in the buckets. Like if you live in the suburbs, tear up the backyard, plant food. Start getting your reps and sets in now. Do an effing area study immediately. That costs you nothing but a little bit of time. Learn how to use your Baofeng radio that everybody has but isn't programmed and isn't charged and they don't know how to use it. Start a group if you're not already in a group, all of which this doesn't cost a whole hell of a lot of money. And then if you are going to spend money, spend it on things that matter, like calories and maybe a bit of security and training. Training is super duper important and people are constantly overlooking it. So stop, all that to say, stop trying to buy your way out of the problem. The problem is you. The problem is that you are not prepared. And you can buy as much shit as you want, you're still not going to be prepared. You won't be prepared. You're just stacking loot for the next guy. So work on you rather than trying to buy a bunch of shit you don't need.
John James 28. Hey Dudley, you going sleeveless since it's a gun show? Nope, because I have Refuge Medical branded apparel on, and they got to pay attention to that instead of my guns.
You didn't make a sleeveless hoodie?
Nope, not at all.
Shit.
For Benjamin Ortega, to speak really quickly for 2023, what a lot of the big players are doing right now is they're moving all of their assets into liquid and into inventory that can roll and that can move. They don't want to be holding a lot of inventory. They don't want a large overhead. They're not doing expansion. They're streamlining all of their systems, and so that equates to the same thing as us. Like we should be looking at our inventory and what do we use, right? What roles, and then our training so that we're more efficient and stuff like that. And like it's gonna get funny out here, like really funny.
Yep.
Glock 316 asked, if you could bring home one item from SHOT, what would it be?
Barrett M107A1.
Mine would be the Bearcat.
Oh yeah, the Bearcat's cool. Or maybe like a 240. There's a bunch of 240s, a bunch of machine guns here. Yeah. Maybe we take the Bearcat, we swing by the Barrett booth,
Yeah.
throw some stuff in the back, swing by the IWI booth.
Sounds good.
Throw some shit in the back.
And you know I got to stop by Springfield.
Oh yeah, I know, because everybody needs another Striker Fire 9mm pistol.
No, hammer fired. I want the Prodigy.
All right.
And hopefully they send it to me for free.
Yeah, because you're so nice.
Yeah.
Dudley's like, everybody's so nice to me. They just give me whatever I ask for. And it's like, because you're Dudley and they're scared shitless. It's like, but why? I'm a nice guy. And I'm like, we know that.
See, I proved it on Across the Table with Bob.
You did.
Yes,
yeah,
I
that
did.
just dropped. If you're not subscribed to AtWab, you need to be subscribed to AtWab.
Atwab.
AtWab. Across the table. with Bob.
Atwab.
That's awesome.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube, right? I'm subscribed to Across the Table with Bob. New episode just dropped. It was Bob and Dudley. And Bob, I'll continue to sing his praises. He does a great job interviewing people. So, AtWab, episode 006.
That's the new name, Atwab.
AtWab.
Lance Weinbremer, recommendations for medkit purpose for tradesmen/construction workers.
OSHA compliance kit from refugemedical.com. $200 for the basic, $329 for the advanced. I recommend you get the advanced because it'll cover everything. It exceeds the OSHA specifications. So think you took like a legit OSHA kit and then you added a Bearfact to it for like penetrating traumas, critical bleeds, etc.
For a super good price.
And made in America. That case is made in Sherman, Texas. We were just talking to Joe from Royal Case yesterday.
Yep.
So yeah, OSHA compliant kit for sure.
Dude, Band-Aids, burns, trauma, OTC meds, ACE bandages, cold packs,
Eye injuries.
whatever happens on
Yep.
the job site,
OTC
you'd be
meds.
covered under that kit. Get the OSHA compliance kit.
Yep.
That's why OSHA makes those rules.
Jay Sakabzak, do any of your kits contain a topical numbing agent or sutures?
Yeah. Yeah, we got, you go buy the MSK, military surgical kit, or the SK6 surgical kit for sure.
There's sutures. There's not topical numbing agents.
Yeah, you can get some lidocaine from Amazon or CVS or Walgreens or Walmart or wherever.
Dr. Trevor Wilkins, aka AVT, said, Jay, I was going to be the biggest, strongest guy on Across the Table with Bob Atwab,
Yeah.
but you beat me to it.
ABT's trying to come on after the mentor tree.
Oh, yeah?
AVT ain't a little fella though.
ABT is
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah, he ain't a little
He's
fella.
like,
Yeah.
he's not tall, but he's wide.
He's solid, bro. He's all there.
Let's see. John James 28 needs some new steel toe boots. Any recommendation?
Origin Maine.
Are they doing steel or composite?
They have safety toes.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, somebody also asked, was Origin at SHOT Show?
No, not. No,
They wanted to be, but they were not.
Yeah, they've got a crap ton going on for 23 right now.
Yep.
They're
But
doing expansion in other markets.
my Origin boots, new out of the box, felt like they were already broken in. I love them. They're great, and mine are safety toe.
Yeah.
So really good boots. Are they expensive? Yes. Were they made 100% by Americans? Yes. Do they have an awesome guarantee? Yes. Do I expect that they're going to last a long time? Yes. Can you resole them and repair them because they're made like boots, not like trash? Yes. So, and to that point, everything is going to get more expensive going forward. Everything. And there's constant conversation amongst every single vendor who's here. Everything is getting more expensive.
It sucks.
And so if you're gonna spend money, do you want to spend $200 for a pair of boots every year for the next 5 years and spend $1,000, or do you want to spend $400 on a pair of boots that's gonna last you 5-10 years? You know.
Right.
Lucky Luciano, I need prayers, and so do they. We need your help. Well, prayers to you and everyone else in the chat that needs uplifting from the Father.
Amen.
Vic Cass said, you mean Dudley wasn't in the parking lot leading PT at 6:45? No, I wasn't, because I knew that I was going to be walking for miles on miles.
I have no idea. Anybody arrest him? No, I don't
Probably
know.
that direction, yes.
I don't know. That guy just got famous on YouTube and needed a restroom. But speaking of PT in the parking lot, we saw our friend Shirley from the DC Project at the Glock booth.
Yes, indeed. She has a book out.
Yep.
I'm gonna post up about that, and hopefully get an interview with her and Bear.
What was it called? Heels to hollow points or heels to holsters?
Yes, it was talking about her abuse and stuff.
Yeah, she's a survivor of a physically abusive relationship and what that transition in her life looked like. She's a really cool lady. Really cool lady.
Dragon Shield 1776. Dudley, the negotiator.
Dudley's not the negotiator. Dudley is the announcer and instigator. Dudley walks in like a bull in a china shop and finds whoever you're looking for and
Yep.
then puts them in front of you.
I think 100 times in the last 3 days, Dudley has said, "Give me your phone."
Yep,
And
pretty
then
much.
People
And-
just hand their phone over, and then he puts his contact information in
and
it and hands
then
it back.
make them text message me.
Yeah.
He does. He makes them.
Yep.
It's uncomfortable. It's like it's like, you know, T or I'll be negotiating something, and Dud's like, "Give me your phone." I'm like, "Dud, this is not a good time for this." He's like, "No, it's a good time. Give me the phone."
I'm here. It must be a good
I'm like,
time.
"Hey, listen, I don't control him.
He's a force of nature.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd give him the phone.
Hey, well, once we realize that we want to be friends, we need to stop this now and continue it later so we can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Dud just keeps us moving.
Yep. Our Health said my Grindstone shirt was just delivered today. It's awesome. Shalom, all.
Awesome. Praise y'all. Dude, that keep moving thing is super real. We haven't stopped moving since we've been here.
Yep.
I've got like
I think it's a blur.
I've probably got 30-ish hours under ruck since we've been here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
Yep.
Dude, the first day, talk about company ethos. The first day, everybody had a pack on.
Yes.
Moving through SHOT Show in a pack, even Don.
Yep.
Hardcore.
Yeah, everybody was carrying squat survival gear bags. And I think that part kind of contributes to TACMED's like, damn, Refuge is a bunch of ballers comment.
Yeah, we just
Because we just kind of took over wherever we go. We're like, hey, we're here now.
Pretty much.
We had to have a super important meeting and we didn't have a place to do it. So we went up to TACMED and went and saw the guys at TACMED. And I was like, hey,
Thank you.
let me be super frank with you. I spent a shit ton of money with you and I need a place to take a seat so that I can talk to somebody really important. I need your booth. And they were like, okay, sounds good. And to their credit, they obliged us. So,
And with Condition 1, we kicked them out of their booth and then sold
Yeah, we did.
sold cases to the country of Kenya.
that happened.
true. And training, maybe.
Yes.
Pay us to fly to Kenya. to
We
train
also
them.
took over NAR's booth at World of Concrete.
Yes.
Did do that.
Yeah. Oh, and I also took over the Bolt the Block booth at World of Concrete when I was there.
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
selling concrete block to people. So,
You got that vibe.
yeah.
Elizabeth Mincer, thank you.
Yes, Elizabeth. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
To Tommy Salter and everyone else that watch Across the Table with Bob, my episode, thank you for watching. Make sure you comment on there, tell him your favorite part. So one day he can have me back on his show.
And share it with people. That really helps get around the YouTube algorithmic bullshit. Sharing content is 100% organic and YouTube can't control that reach. And when they see people sharing it, it actually forces the algorithm to go back and reattach itself to the content. So sharing is a really good way to help a channel grow.
Let's see.
We got about 10 more minutes, Dud.
All right, sounds good. John at SOE just mentioned you being at SHOT Show on
Dro-
SOE's Live.
John at SOE Tactical?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy right here.
He's been wearing. I can't believe he's not here.
He's too busy to be here.
He's SOE Tactical.
He doesn't need SHOT Show. First of all, I've been repping the SOE hoodie for the last 3 days on the sales floor. Next, he can't keep up with the orders he has right now. Otherwise, we would have already collaborated on like 100, 200 med kits.
Super real.
Third, like him and Amanda are just slaying it. The day on the compound videos, like every day, he's like, yeah, we added 800 more sheep today. It was light day, you know. I only did 900 burpees, you know. I made 57 chest rigs. You know, it's like, John, you're such a slacker, bro. You know?
Get your shit
pick it up, yeah, pick it up a little bit.
Big Country and the boys. Any areas to stay away from in Texas moving in July?
Yeah, anything with a high population density. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, anything within an hour of Dallas. Fort Worth. Wichita Falls isn't a bad area. East Texas is pretty nice. Tyler, that's a good area. Outside of Waco is nice. Waco proper, still a pretty booming metropolis. Yeah, you know, avoid the high population density areas. And the border as well, unless you just feel like getting murked by the cartel.
That'll happen.
Pastor Joe had a shout out for Refuge today.
Awesome. Thanks, PJ. I mean, Dad. I mean, yeah. Appreciate you, Dad. Take the DNA test. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. You doing all right?
Yeah.
You having a good day?
Yeah, good.
Awesome.
Curtis Brown question, what med kit resource for on farm 1 hour from emergency?
Adventure kit. Adventure kit.
100%.
Yep, you got Adventure Kit does boo-boos, broken bones, bullet holes, dehydration, workplace accidents, minor surgery, like Adventure Kit.
A-Rod, Bear, what do you recommend for a kit? Because I'm starting a new job as a slaughterhouse butcher and need a lot. What kit do you recommend?
All right, so as a butcher, you're basically going to be looking at traumatic bleeds, maybe a penetrating wound. And so probably a Bearman 2.0 would be the best place to start. You got chest seals, pressure bandage, wound packing gauze, and a tourniquet. But then you've also got your boo-boo stuff. If you nick yourself, you've got some Band-Aids, some rolled gauze, stuff like that.
I was going to say an OSHA compliance kit in the butcher shop would probably be a good idea just in general.
Yeah.
Because then you have your trauma capability, but anything that happens inside, like if you get blood in the eye or
That's a good word,
juice
yeah.
or something like that too, like I don't think you'd have brakes, so you really wouldn't need the splinting, but I mean it'd still be good to have.
Yeah, you're talking $200 to $300 between, you know, a couple $100 for a bare minimum, $329 for the Ox Advanced OSHA compliant kit Advanced, which has got everything. We've been touring the competition, air quote, here lately. Shit, it costs way less than everybody else's kit and it has way more in it.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Andrew Nichols, it was awesome to see Bear and Refuge with boots on the ground here.
awesome. Did I run into Andrew? I might
not
have.
sure.
Andrew, if I don't remember running into you, I apologize. There's been a lot of bear sightings. And that again, like bringing it back around full circle, that's still odd to me. Like it doesn't register to me that like 180,000 people watch this show.
Is Carl here?
Carl? Yeah, Carl's here.
Yeah. No, I didn't
I haven't
see
seen him, but I
No.
know he's here.
That's what someone just asked.
Carl and Emery are here, but I haven't run into him. But he's doing the same thing we are. Like Carl's about that business, man. He's out there, you know, talking to the people he needs to talk to. I don't know that for a fact, but I'd bet money on it.
Yeah, shoot him a text.
Yeah, I should.
Lance Weinbremer, do y'all offer OSHA job site specific training?
Yeah, absolutely. Refugetraining.com. Send us an email. Let's have a chat.
No, we didn't stop by the ATF booth.
Tried, but it didn't work out.
Raincat did not meet Officer Tatum. I didn't even see him.
Oh, but so the ATF had a town hall in one of the seminar rooms here, and we were going to stay for that, and we couldn't because it was sold out. There was no room for it. So, yeah. And there wasn't another seminar I'd say that was at least half full, and that one was sold out. So, what else we got?
Well, we're out of questions right now.
Well, all right then.
It's about that
Oh,
time.
wait. Oki said, was there anything you seen at SHOT Show that you didn't expect to and was blown away?
Zeet.
Zeet. Shalom, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn got kissed by a drunk woman at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting 2 coffees and 2 donuts to be $29.
Yeah.
Was blown away by that. But it's product-wise, no, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit.
Pistols with red dots or holographics on it, short ARs, a lot of suppressors, some cool random Gatling guns. It's the same. It's SHOT Show. Like, sell the shit. Like, that's what it is.
Guys, the 1911 is 112 years old. The Browning tilting barrel system of locking, the tilting barrel lock mechanism, is 120 years old. All these pistols, all of them are based on a century-old technology. The multi-lug rotating bolt that you find in the AR-15, over 70 years old. That AK-47, it's called 47 for a reason. So it's what, 71 years old? 72 years old?
Yeah.
The Ma-Deuce,
Yeah.
well over 100 years old. Like,
These are old
there's
systems.
nothing new here other than colors. Like they anodized it a different color.
Yeah, there's a new optic and there's a new thermal. Or like, hey, did you see how they updated these? You know, this PEC, right? EOTech just came out with their like new PEC 15 or whatever like that. It's. I mean, all
even
of it's
that.
cool.
It's new to us, but like Special Operations has had that shit for 20 years,
Yeah.
right? So it's new to us. It's not new. It's just new to us.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not overly impressed by that stuff. Is there stuff that I would like to have? Sure. Why would I like to have it? To fondle it in my mom's basement? No.
To use it.
To use it, preferably to go and rescue kids. That's what I would want it for. I don't want range toys. I don't need range toys. I don't need a safe full of guns. I mean, I'm super pragmatic, super practical. If you've ever met me, if you've spent any time around me, you know, like, I don't give a single solitary shit about flashy stuff. I don't care. Form and functionality first before anything else. If it doesn't work, I don't care. If it's fancy, I don't care. If it doesn't help me achieve my goals, I don't care. And everything here is at a minimum 50-year-old technology.
Yeah.
It just is.
Silver Fox, go to refugetraining.com and look at the training schedule. Bayou Country, email admin@grindstoneministries.com for questions about ATS.
Yep. That's gonna do it. That's the show for tonight. We got a meeting to get to, so I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening. I'm gonna try and be on to do the brief tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.